Greetings, fellow carbon-based bipeds. I am Scott Rose, and you are watching Explosions and Stuff. Today, for Top 10 on the 10th, I'll be covering my top 10 cop movies. But first, a word from our sponsors. The rules of this top 10 list? Well, they're pretty simple. Here they are. Number 1, I have to have seen the movie. I mean, that pretty much goes without saying. If I haven't seen the movie, it can't be on my top 10 list, and I can't rank it. Number 2, the lead character of the movie has to be a cop in the movie. And I don't mean it's a former cop who's out for revenge or something like that, or he got kicked off the force but he refuses to drop his case. No, the main character is a cop at the time of the movie. And number 3, this isn't necessarily the best made movies. These are the movies that I find to be the most enjoyable. So even if it has horrible cinematography or the acting isn't that great, for some reason I find these movies more entertaining. The 10 most entertaining cop movies to me. And these are all my opinion. If you happen to disagree with the movies on this list, please let me know in the comments below and discuss it if you like. Coming in at number 10, we have One Man Force. This is a movie about a guy, about a cop, who's kind of hot-headed, kind of jumps the gun. He's the shoot first, shoot later, then after everybody's dead, try to ask some questions kind of cop. And yet he watches his partner die in some police shootout, and he's out for revenge. He's still on the force. He may be suspended, but he's still a cop in this movie, and he's out for revenge. This is like your quintessential late 80s, early 90s revenge cop movie. And I love it. Yeah, it's a little bit of a paint-by-numbers plot, and it's kind of shallow, but this is still a very entertaining movie, and I love this movie. So at number 10, we have One Man Force. Coming in at number 9, we have Beverly Hills Cop 2. Now, a lot of you may be wondering why I put number 2 on this list instead of number 1. Well, to put it simply, Beverly Hills Cop 1 is more of a comedy. Beverly Hills Cop 2 is a better action movie. It doesn't have as many funny moments. There's more car chases. There's more gunfights. There is still humor, but there's more of that action in this movie. More gunplay, more car chases, more explosions, bigger explosions. This is just more of an action movie than the first one, and that's why I picked it instead of Beverly Hills Cop 1. And this is a fantastic movie. Axel Foley, played by Eddie Murphy, goes back to Beverly Hills to get revenge on this alphabet bandit who shot his mentor, not really his partner, but the head of the Beverly Hills police area that he had worked with and became friends with. And they just went after this alphabet bandit, and it was just fantastic. And I love this movie, and this movie has to be on this list. The only reason it's this low on this list is that it is more of a comedy movie than it is an action overall in the grand scheme of things. Coming in at number 8, we have Extreme Justice, starring Lou Diamond Phillips. This movie is about this secret police group, kind of like a subgroup in there. It's a specialized group, and Lou Diamond Phillips gets recruited to it, and their job, their task, their mission is to find these criminals who are seeking out, who they just got out of prison, and they're going and committing crimes again. They're repeat offenders, and it's to prevent these crimes from happening. But these people are going beyond, they're using their badge as a license to kill, and they're waiting until these people commit violent crimes until until the police officers can shoot the bad guy without any sort of without any problems behind it, and it's a legit legal shot. It's a great movie, and you have Lou Diamond Phillips kind of be like, I don't want to agree with this. This is wrong, and he fights back against them. This movie is just fantastic, and it's a good underdog cop versus this group of dirty cops, and it's just fantastic. This is a fantastic movie, and I love it. So coming in at number 8, we have Extreme Justice. Coming in at number 7, we have Death Warrant. Jean-Claude Van Damme plays a cop from Quebec, Canada, who infiltrates a prison in the United States to seek out, to go undercover, and to find this organ harvesting ring. But little do they know, unfortunately for him, this serial killer that he had tracked down and arrested 5 years earlier gets transferred to the same prison, and it's a fight to the death as he tries to survive being outed as a cop in this prison. This is a great movie. The acting is just fantastic. The guy who plays the villain, who plays the Sandman, I wish I could remember his name, but he's one of those guys who's just a fantastic actor, but you don't know his name. And he does a fantastic job at playing the villain, this kind of psychotic, infamous serial killer known as the Sandman. And he's just fantastic at it. And it's just this claustrophobic mess of I'm out to die and people are trying to kill me, but I have to fight to stay alive and to survive this prison ordeal. It is a great movie and I recommend everyone watch it. So coming in at number 7, we have Death Warrant. Coming in at number 6, we have Stone Cold. This is a movie starring Brian Bosworth, of all people, former football player from the NFL. He's a cop going undercover to infiltrate this biker gang and to take them out and to arrest all of them. But little do they know, the biker gang has this goal, this mission to kidnap and kill this judge who's putting one of their members on trial. Because if anything, one of your club members goes on trial, you just go and kill the judge. That'll solve everything, right? Well, anyway, Brian Bosworth goes undercover to infiltrate this biker club and to shut them down and arrest all these guys. And it's fantastic. It's not the best made movie. It doesn't have the best acting of all time, but it's entertaining. It's fun to watch. It's just a joy to see. It's one of those underrated little gems that if it had been released 5 years earlier, it would have done so much better than it actually did. Coming in at number 5, we have Dark Angel, or as its alternate title is known as, I Come in Peace. It's starring Dolph Lundgren playing a cop who's investigating this string of murders where people have had this syringe or a metal drinking straw stuck in their head. They've been shot full of heroin or cocaine or some drug that releases a bunch of endorphins to their brain. Well, it turns out that an alien came to Earth and is just harvesting these people, shooting them up, ODing them on cocaine or heroin, and just sucking their endorphins out through their brain, because on the aliens' planet, that is a drug that's worth a crap ton of money. Just an amazing, ridiculous oodles and boodles of moolah they can get from this human brain endorphin stuff. So, he's sucking out their brain juice and selling it on his planet, and it's up to Dolph Lundgren to stop this alien bad guy dude. And it's just fantastic. Lots of explosions, lots of gunfights. Matthias Hughes plays the main alien bad guy dude, and he can only speak 3 words of English, and those words are, I come in peace. And then he proceeds to kill motherfuckers. This movie is fantastic. It's a little known gem. If you haven't seen it, I recommend that you watch this movie. So coming in at number 5 is Dark Angel. Coming in at number 4, we have TIMECOP. Now, this isn't your typical cop movie. Instead of policing a city, this is about people who police time travel. And it's got Jean-Claude Van Damme in it, and he's going out to stop bad guys and criminals and stuff from messing up the timeline and killing people and getting rich in the past by using insider information from the future. I'm going to buy this stock in 1920 because in 2016 it's going to be worth a crap ton of money. He's stopping people from doing that and abusing time travel and using it to change the course of history. He's trying to stop all that nonsense. And it's a very entertaining movie. It's a very fun movie to watch. It's Jean-Claude Van Damme's highest grossing movie of all time. It's great to watch. Lots of really good fight scenes and action scenes and just glorious fight scenes. And okay, yeah, the special effects are kind of bad, but again, This movie was made in 1994, so CG wasn't that great of a thing during that period of time. It was kind of lacking. It's improved with time. So TIMECOP comes in at number 4. Coming in at number 3, we have Lethal Weapon, starring Danny Glover and Mel Gibson. This is a modern day classic. I love this movie. You know, crazy cop and a cop about to retire join forces as partners and are out to stop this drug dealer, psychotic guy who has mercenaries as his minions, and they're blowing stuff up and gunfights and electrocution and torture and fight scenes. It's just fantastic. I love this movie. And you have Mel Gibson playing this crazy dude who's just like, I want to die. I'll do anything because I want to die. It's like, really? You want to jump off this building? He handcuffs him to the other guy. Let's jump. And then he jumps off and pulls the other guy with him. This movie is great. It's fantastic. I love this movie. It is a modern day classic. Chances are, if you're watching this channel and you're into action movies at all, you have seen Lethal Weapon. But if you haven't seen it for some odd reason, for some unknown reason, you have to see Lethal Weapon. It's a modern day classic. Even though it was filmed in 1987, it feels like it's taking place. It is timeless. Yeah, the fashion's weird and the cars are different, but aside from those things, this could be taking place in modern times. You have to see Lethal Weapon, and that is why Lethal Weapon comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 2, we have Die Hard. This movie is also a modern day classic. John McClane, played by Bruce Willis, is in this building. His wife is being held hostage. It's just him, barefoot, tank top and jeans. He doesn't know what to do. He's panicking. It's him. It's the ultimate underdog story as far as police movies. He's not from the city. He's a New York cop at some rich LA office building that his wife works at for the Christmas party, and he just has no idea what he's doing. Well, he does, but he doesn't. It's just him going on instinct and panic and fear. He's running on panic and fear. He's shooting bad guys wherever he can at any chance he gets and just doing whatever he needs to do to survive. You've seen Die Hard. If you're watching this channel, you have seen Die Hard. And that is why it is a modern day classic. It's timeless. It's a fantastic movie. And that's why Die Hard comes in at number 2. My number 1 cop movie of all time? RoboCop. Let's be honest, RoboCop is the greatest cop movie ever made. It is beautiful. It is fantastic. It is a modern day classic. This movie is almost 30 years old, and people are still talking about it. People are still loving it. It is still a fantastic movie. The practical effects are just gorgeous. The blood squibs are just beautiful and gruesome, and they make you sick to watch, not because they're so bad, but because they're so realistic. Like, I watched this movie as a child, and the scene where Murphy gets shot and his arms and stuff start flying off, my childhood ended right at that moment. Right there, I became an adult by watching RoboCop. This is a fantastic movie. It is a staple in American society. They tried to remake it and failed. That movie was garbage. This movie is great. RoboCop is fantastic. It's well acted. It's well written. It is a beautiful product. It's fantastic. And it has meaning. It has a soul. It's about corruption and evil. Not just shooting stuff and blowing things up. This movie has meaning. It has heart. It has soul. And it's beautiful to watch. It is a fantastic movie. So obviously RoboCop had to come in at number 1. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like it and subscribe to my channel for new action movie reviews posted every week and top 10 lists posted on the 10th of every month. Also, if you have any recommendations for things you would like me to cover in the future, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you and have a nice day.